every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. In the morning, I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. Off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight.
Good evening everyone and welcome back to another live stream. I hope you are all well. Let me just turn my radiator off. I am very warm. Hope you're all well. Hope you all had a good midweek. Nice to have a little bit of a break, a nice week off from FPL, but I hope all your game weeks, your game week 20, what was it? Game week 23s went well. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter over already, the usual bits, make sure you go and do so. There's a link in the description which will take you right to it. But yeah, say hello in the chat, guys. We will do the usual shout out and all those bits to you all in just a moment. I'm just checking. For some reason, it had an old thumbnail on. It doesn't seem to have changed, but I'll have to change that after the stream. But I hope you guys are all well. Drop your hellos in. For those guys who haven't seen my Game Week 24 video, I scored 82 points, which was really good to see. Nice start, particularly with Martinez and Watkins starting off really well. But 82 points gave me a really nice green arrow back up to that sort of 35k mark. So let's say hello to a few of you guys. How much? Yeah, cool. Yusuf, Slivo, Jens, Mark, Daniel, Samuli, Rupam, Kovan, EJ, Michael, Cooper, Kavir, It's Benji, Brian, Ayush, Gregory, Luz, Slivo, EJ. Welcome everyone. Let me just make sure. Let me go and close down everything that I'm not using just to try and save my internet just a little bit. Cool. Garibaldi, George, Mohammed, Liam, welcome everyone. Welcome. Just trying to shut down a few tabs because my laptop is not liking this very much this evening. But anyway, yeah, so I got 82. So very pleased with that. I saved my free transfers, so I got 2 free transfers to go into this next game week with. So we'll see where we go from there. In terms of my transfers, I was hoping we'd get double game week 26 news today, and it doesn't look like we will, which puts me in a bit of a difficult situation in terms of how my team is lining up for next game week. Currently, it looks like this. So I am benching Robertson and I'm benching Mitchell at the moment. I'm currently starting Harvey Barnes at home to Liverpool, but I've not been nearly impressed with him. I've got 2 free transfers at the moment to do with basically as I want. My initial plans, of anyone who's seen my Game Week 24 team reveal video, was to bring in Lookman for Barnes and then maybe a Fulham defender if we got news that Fulham were doubling in Game Week 26. Now, we haven't had that news. We haven't had the news that they're not, but it kind of stays at about a 50-50 chance whether they do, which fixture goes in. So I don't know if I really want to take that risk on going with both of them. Let's get into a few of your questions. JBT, welcome. Nice to see you in here. Antonio replacements. So he's probably, if you're going to sell him, Watkins, Bamford are probably the top 2 replacements. If you don't have Ings as well, I like potential double game weeks for them coming up. Antonio or Kane, definitely be bringing in Kane over Antonio. If you've got Antonio at the moment, I probably would keep him over Kane this week, but yeah, make sure you've got a strong first sub. Take out DCL for a 4-point hit. It depends who's coming off your bench. Of course, if you've got 0 points coming off your bench, then I would do this. But if you've got a 2-pointer or you've got someone, a Mitchell coming off your bench, then yeah, I probably wouldn't do that and I'd wait and just do it next week. Thoughts on Richarlison? Not bad. It's a decent double game week. I think if it's free to bring him in, then great, but I'm not a huge fan of his. Generally, as an FPL asset, I much prefer Calvert-Lewin. Bench Soucek or Dallas? I'd probably bench Dallas out of the 2 of them. Kane essential for game week 26. I kind of think he is a little bit. I'd be very worried not to go out without Kane in game week 26. I wouldn't go quite as far as saying that he's essential, but I'd be very concerned to not have him in that team. Best Justin replacements. So, Burnley defenders, of course, a double in this game week and then a double in game week 26 as well. Leeds defenders, if you don't have Dallas, I still think he's a great replacement, especially as there's that double game week in game week 20. In game week 25 for Leeds, so definitely Dallas is a good replacement. Would I play Son, Kufal or Rafinha? That's pretty tough. I would probably still go. I can't recommend benching Son. I know there's that Kufal aspect, and I know he has the potential to do well, but I just can't advise benching Son, a 10 million point player. If it goes and Kufal. If it goes wrong and Kufal does badly, does well and Son doesn't, you'll be kicking yourself much more if Son does well and you bench him than if Kufal does well, I think. So, yeah, I'd have to say start Son. I know a lot of you will be considering benching him, especially with the news that Dallas is playing. That Diaz is playing, but yeah. Gundogan or Bruno captain. So for me, if you guys haven't seen, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it now, my game week, my captaincy ranking for, where is it? There, I can see it on the pictures. I can't find it in the tweet. This is my game week 24 captaincy ranking. So if any of you guys don't know, I do this every week where I rank the best captaincy options and how I think. 1, Sterling, if you own him, he has to be your captain. 2, I've gone Gundogan. With the news that Rodri is back in training, he is my vice captain. He is my captain, my second best choice. Then Fernandes 3rd, Cancelo 4th, Foden 5th. I do like Fernandes, and I can see why people are going with him, but for me, it kind of has to go on a double game week player. Sorry, 1 sec, everyone. I'm just trying to do something right this second. Don't leave. Cool. So what else have we got going on here? Pope and Ings in for Martinez and Antonio. Would I be doing Pope and Ings in for Martinez and Antonio? I wouldn't want to sell Martinez, no. I do Ings in for Antonio for free. I wouldn't. There's no need to do that Martinez to Pope move for a -4. So yeah. What I think, DCL, I should swap into Watkins. You already have Antonio Bamford. I'd rather do Antonio to Watkins and put DCL on your bench, because DCL will be good back in for Game Week 26 for that double game week. So I'd rather sell Antonio than sell Calvert-Lewin if you own both of them. Salah to Sterling for a -4. Again, selling Salah for a -4 never sits right with me. I personally wouldn't be doing that. Start Son or Kufal. Again, I'd have to say Son. I know on paper Kufal has probably got higher predicted points than Kufal, but I can't sit here and recommend you benching Son. I can't do that. Gaeta to Sanchez, not really worth a transfer, especially with Gaeta having a double game week and him not, and Sanchez not. Would I say a Burnley defender is essential? So at the moment, I don't plan on owning one. I've got 2 free transfers, so I know I've got to make a transfer. I really wish we got news on the Game Week 26 doubles today. It would have made my life so much easier. So this is my team. I've got 2 free transfers, and I haven't a clue what I'm going to do with either of them. I probably will only use one now that we don't have that news. The question is, am I better off wildcarding Game Week 25? Is that going to be the route that I want to go down? If so, do I then bring in 2 double game week players this game week? Why wouldn't I be bringing in Pope? Barnes to Rafinha seems obvious. Yeah, I suppose, but he doesn't double in 26. That's the thing. Chip strategy, Harry. Well, my chip strategy is, at the moment, bench boost game week 26, wildcard to be confirmed, and free hit to be confirmed. I haven't decided exactly when that's going to be. I currently think that wildcard in game week 27, game week 28. I've got messages coming through. How do I... let me just mute my laptop. Right, I feel like I am off the boil. Right, let's get into it. When would I recommend a triple captain? I'd wait on it. There's going to be enough double game weeks, Spurs particularly at the end of the season, where Kane triple captain will be great. Drop one of Kufal, Son, Bamford, Antonio or Watkins. For me, you'd bench Antonio because we're not sure he's going to start. As Penguin said, there is a link to my Discord in the description if any of you guys want to come and join that. Bring in Kane next week for Antonio. Have Son already. Yeah, I think that's a good move. For double game week 26, I think having Kane and Son is a great way to go. Bench Kane this week. Again, I can't recommend that. I don't know who you've got starting over him, but I would probably start Kane. Should you bring in Shaw this week and bring Dallas next week for Dean, or bring Dallas this week for Justin and hold Dean for double 26? I'd just hold Dean, to be honest. I'd hold him. They've got a good game week in game week 26. Antonio to Watkins for a -4. Again, it depends who you guys have got coming off your bench. Yes, if the person coming off your bench is going to score 0, then great. I think it's a good move, but no one's going to have that. I think it's unlikely. So who's coming off your bench if you're selling players for a hit? Take out Justin now for Shaw or Loughton and play them instead of Target for a -4, or just play Target. I'd probably just play Target because Target's double in 26 is better than Shaw's or Loughton's. Watkins or Adams in for Wood. Watkins for me. Thoughts on Luke Shaw? A good option, not standout. I still think there'll be rotation there. Will Antonio play? If I had to say, I'd probably say no. But I am hedging my bets. I'm guessing there. Mado and Antonio for Gundogan and Cavani. Madison out. They've got an alright double game week coming up, but Gundogan and Cavani. I wouldn't go Cavani. I'd probably go Watkins. I'd go Bamford over Cavani. Start Watkins, Grealish, or Son this week. You can't bench. No, that you must have players you can bench over that. You can't have to bench one of them. I'd probably have to pick Watkins because he's probably got the lowest ceiling of them all. DCL to Richarlison for this week. Fabianski to Pope and Diaz to Stones. Or don't make one wildcard 25. I would do Fabianski to Pope. I like Diaz. If you need the money, do Diaz to Stones. There's no need to do the Calvert-Lewin to Richarlison for a -4. I don't know how explosive Richarlison really is. I wouldn't be doing that. Who should you put your first sub if Antonio doesn't play? Kufal or Robbo? Kufal definitely. Bringing a Sheffield United defender if Antonio's not going to play. Yeah. West Ham don't look nearly as good without him. Particularly, no Antonio really hinders them, both defensively and offensively. Jad, sorry, I do try my best to answer everyone's questions. Would I rather bench boost this game week, wildcard game week 26, or wildcard 25 bench boost 26? I'd probably bench boost 26. I still think it's got the best way to go. Hi Magnus, welcome everyone. As always, guys, if you are enjoying, if you guys could hit that like button. There are 125 of you in here and only 25 of you have liked. So if you could hit that like button now, let's push it up to 50. And of course, if you are new, please hit that subscribe button as well. Some of you will get a little on-stream notification if you do subscribe during the stream. But I know, is my quality off? Let me go and open my door. I can see I'm jittering around a little bit. But yeah, 130, only 50 likes. So go and hit that like button. If the red card is overturned, will the players get points back? No. So I think you're probably implying Souček. And he's not going to get his points back, unfortunately, for you owners. What do you think of Gundogan and me for -4? Again, it depends who you're selling. It depends who's leaving your team. I need to know more information than that. Start Souček or Grealish? Grealish. Kufal over Son and Bamford. I wouldn't start Kufal over Son and Bamford. I'd probably play Bamford in that situation. Benching Son, I hate though. Robertson versus Leicester, I wouldn't be starting. That Liverpool defence is dreadful. Leicester are pretty good going forward, so I don't see a clean sheet from in there. Which game week is best for the wild card? It depends if you've got your free hit left. If you've got your free hit left, then it doesn't really matter when you play it. If you don't have your free hit left, then around game week 30, probably the best way to go. Bring in Dallas or Target. Depends what your chip strategy is. I'd probably favour Target just there. It depends if you've got Martinez. If you've got Martinez, then go Dallas. Will I sell Salah or Bruno at any point? I don't plan on. My midfield, apart from Barnes, is pretty set at the moment. Is it risky to play two City defenders? They've got a double game week. So even if they blank twice, that's 4 points. You're already pretty much at a clean sheet for any single game week player. There's no way you'd be benching a double game week player this week. I wouldn't have any double game week players on your bench. Play Kufal or Souček. Probably Kufal. Soufal just. Bring in Rafinha for Souček next week. Yeah, I can see how that would work, definitely. Sterling or Gundogan, captain. Sterling, if you've got Sterling, he has to be your captain. He is your captain this week. Who should you bring in for Justin? You have Dallas, Diaz, Cancelo, Kufal, Soufal already. You don't really need anyone. Ahmad, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you. As always, any new subscribers, there will be a little on-stream notification that looks a little bit like that. So, yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate you subscribing. Andrew, thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate it. Captain Gundogan or Pope Gundogan for me. Play Kane and Son both or bench one of them for Soufal. I'd probably play both. Takaram, thank you very much for subscribing. Again, all of you guys in the chat subscribing, I appreciate it a lot. Bench Antonio or Bamford. Antonio, because of the risk he doesn't play. Bench DCL for Antonio. Yes, I probably would. And then if Antonio is probably not going to be just on the bench, I think that's unlikely. So yeah, I probably would do that. Am I going to go into game? Well, something just didn't like that. But start Wan-Bissaka or Cresswell this week. Cresswell. Do I think Diaz will start? Yeah, so he's back in training. There's no reason. The game's on Sunday as well, isn't it? So there's no reason he shouldn't start. Oh, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow, to be fair. No, but I still don't see any reason Diaz won't start. Bench Adams or Soufal. Bench Che Adams, probably. Who do they have? Wolves. Yeah. It's a tight one. It's a very tight one. He did get arrested, so maybe you bench Soufal there. Antonio to Richarlison. I don't love it. I think there's better options than Richarlison, Patrick, if I'm honest. It depends what your chip strategy is. If you're wildcarding 25, then yeah, potentially. But if not, then no, I'd find someone else. Watkins, Bamford, better options long term than him. Dyer, keep or sell. Yeah. You was watching the semi-finals of Champions Chess Tour, so that's why I was late. No problem, Nuclear. Bamford or Antonio? Bamford. Chris Wood replacement. It's the usual. It's Bamford, Watkins. Anyone asking questions about forwards? Bamford. It's Bamford, Watkins. Maybe Ings for his doubles coming up. James Hammers, Rodriguez or Sigurdsson? Probably Sigurdsson. Hammers, Rodriguez in for the double game week. Yeah, potential midfield differential. I don't love him. He's quite a lot for what he offers, but is Thiago Silva? No, Thiago Silva's not fit. Appreciate it. Match highlights HD. Would I sell Antonio or Calvert-Lewin? I'd sell Antonio. I'd keep Calvert-Lewin. Tarkowski worth the money. Ben Mee is a better pick than Tarkowski. A more goal threat from Ben Mee. If you've got the money for Mee over Loughton, it depends how much. If you just want them for one game week and then you're never going to play him again, I'd just go Loughton. If you're going to, maybe wild card out or something like that, then go Mee. But you don't want Mee sat on your bench every week. 1 week punt. I like the look of Lookman as a potential 1 week shout. If I had news that Fulham were doubling in 26, then Lookman would be coming into my team. He'd be coming in the replace of Harvey Barnes. I may still do that. So I may go Harvey Barnes to Lookman. And then if Fulham don't double, then I'll wildcard in 25. Should you bring in Ings for Antonio? If I'm planning on bringing in Kane for the future. Should I bring in Ings for Antonio if I'm bringing in Kane for the future? No. If you're going to get Kane in for Antonio anyway, there's no point getting Ings in for one week or 2 weeks. Should you take a hit to bring in Gundogan for Saka? Should you take a hit to bring in Gundogan for Saka? Yes. Especially if he's going to be your captain. And he's second on my captaincy ranking. So unless you own Raheem Sterling, then yes, I would be doing that. Bench Bamford or Soufal? Soufal for me. With the injuries that Arsenal have, yeah. Dean in for Robbo. Yeah, not a bad option. Yeah, I quite like him, especially with the 2 double game weeks coming up. Which do I prefer to own, Kane or Son? Season long, I prefer Son, but if I'm ever on a free hit or I'm ever looking for captaincy, it goes to Kane. I like the value that Son provides, but on a one-off, Kane is a more sort of explosive asset. So it depends which you're looking for. If you're looking to bring one in for the next 10 weeks, then Son. Is Bruno a better captaincy pick than Gundogan? No, I don't buy into it. I don't buy into it at all. McCarthy to Pope or Kufal to me? Soufal to me because McCarthy doubles next week. and the West Ham fixtures are becoming pretty bad. Ideal game week to use your wildcard and bench boost. It depends if you've got your free hit left. Wildcard 25, bench boost 26 is what a lot of people are doing. So if you can do that and you can pull it off, it could work out very well for you. Bench Luke Shaw or Sufal? Shaw. Play Anguissa. Yeah, play Anguissa. Still back him. If he gets 4 points, I still don't back any of them to particularly outscore a 4-pointer. Mane for Bruno. Mane out for Bruno. Yeah, potentially. If it's for free, yeah. I'm just scared with Pep going to deep again like the cup match. But that's... No. Will I try and get Kane in before 26? Yes. And how will I get? So my transfer plans, that's a really good question, Jonathan. Let me talk you guys through. So I got 2 free transfers. It may depend. Everything may depend on Mitchell. I can't believe my chip strategy is depending on my 3.9 defender. But Forster, Kufau will go, Robertson will go. And at the moment, I just wonder, am I just better off just going for it and wildcarding it next week anyway? Just save myself 8 points of hits. I am toying with that idea, but I know I want a Spurs defender in there. I will probably want the double game with defences aren't great. I want Kane in. Haven't quite decided who fills the rest of the gaps yet. 15.1 million in the bank. Lookman I like the look of if he doubles in there. Then, a cheap two defenders, got 10 million to spend on them if Mitchell plays. The thing is, if Mitchell doesn't play, then it's an extra hit I have to take. If he has a double game week and he's going to play both, then potentially I don't need to take him out. Bench DCL then, since I benched DCL, yeah. Single game week, I wouldn't sell him because he's going to double in 26 with a really nice double for Everton, potentially. So, yeah. The West Ham press conference was not helpful at all. As you can imagine, it said Antonio is close. He could play. He's got a chance and all of that rubbish. So, sell DCL for a Charlton or roll. If you've got a good player to come off your bench, I would just roll it, to be honest. Leicester have a nice double game week defence. Yeah, but without Justin, I don't really know which of them I want to own, if I'm honest. Because if you look at their defence... Leicester. I don't really know where I want to go with it. Pereira and Castagna's out. How long is Castagna out for? Expected back this weekend. Okay. None of their defence are cheaper than 5.3. If one of them's out, then you can potentially go Fuchs or Thomas, but you don't know they're going to play every game. So I'm not I know they've got nice fixtures, but they're a lot of money. Is Bamford? It's Bamford coming on for DCL. Then I'd play Bamford. Yeah. Justin to target. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have Martinez particularly, that's a great transfer. Moyes always does that. He did it before with Antonio. The West Ham press conference is useless. A lot of them are, to be honest, nowadays. You don't get much out of press conferences nowadays. How many is the minimum? I'd say 3, because if you don't have Triple City, then I think you need to get it. I don't necessarily think the additions of them, they might pay out this week, but long term, having a Burnley defender in your lineup isn't particularly useful. Pope for Martinez as your free transfer. No. Selling Martinez, no. Nope. Don't sell Martinez. You'll buy him back for 500,000 more, and you will want him back. Cavani to beat me in the Super Cup. Oh, no chance. Wildcard game at 25, no free hit left. Yeah, it's possible. You'd probably gain some here and lose some further down the line. It would be a tightrope whether it pays off or not. It depends if you need it. If you can get through it without it, then I would try and get through without playing a wildcard. Would I take a hit for Mitchell to Loughton for a bench boost wildcarding next week? Yeah. Yeah. You're in a similar predicament than you, debating whether or not to wildcard in 25 to bench boost 26. I'm pretty set on bench boosting in Gameweek 26, whatever my team looks like. I will either take hits to get there or wildcard to get there. I will be bench boosting in Gameweek 26. Your 4 transfers prior to double game week: Antonio, DCL, Chilwell, me to Kane. Why are you selling? You need the money for no. Don't get a cheaper option than Pereira, and you don't need to sell Calvert-Lewin. My opinion there, but yeah, selling Calvert-Lewin seems unnecessary. Should I still play Rudiger since Wilson is out? Yeah, I would. It depends who you've got, who's your option, but I would play Rudiger if you have him and you have the possibility. Should I swap DCL for a 4-point hit? No, I wouldn't do that. 3 best mid forward to have. Again, it depends on your budget. If I could own anyone, I'd still own Fernandes. I'd still own Gundogan probably, and I'd probably own Kane or Son. Areola for McCarthy. You have Martinez. Martinez potentially doubles next week. It's a bit of a muchness, to be honest. I can't necessarily say that's going to pay off, but it depends what your chip strategy is in 26 as well. It's a pretty minimal thing. Muted. What's muted? Any news about Antonio? Can you hear me? Is the sound dropped? It shouldn't have dropped. Bernardo in for Maddison. I prefer Gundogan. I don't think he's not up there in my pecking order. Sounds fine. Okay. Cool. Sounds fine or not? It's good. Okay, cool. It's fine. Yeah, I'm busy this evening. Got like a call with some friends, so it's got to be slightly early, unfortunately. We can hear you now. Went quiet a few minutes ago. Okay, interesting. Don't quite know what that was. Can't see Cancelo playing 2 games. I can. It got rested last game. I expect him to play both. DCL is only out for 1. Keep him, people. Yeah, I agree, but I'd probably bench him this game week. If you've got a good option to come off, start Son or Souček. Son. Busy friends. I know. What's it like? What is it like? Let me... let's have a quick look at the league, how we're getting on. As always, guys, just while I'm doing that, if you are new, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. 190 of you in here, but only 71 likes. So if you guys could just hit that like button. Let's pull up the league. So yeah, we are into a new month. We're into February. The current league leader is Okar. If you guys want to join, the link to the league, the league code is at the top. It's not, it is Pizza Friday for me as well, actually, but we're making them, doing some like pizza thing with some friends. So T1XM16, £5 winner for every month's winner. Free money. Make sure you go and join that for subscribers only. So hit that subscribe button if you are going to go and join, and if you are new as well. Cool. Pizza Friday every Friday. What place am I in? I don't quite know. Where am I? Oh, that's February. Overall, 56th. The link to the lead, there isn't a link, but the code is in the top, so it's that T1XM16. So go and, yeah, that's the code. But you have to be a subscriber, of course, if you want to go and join that. Transfer Souček, because red card, can I overturn the transfer? Unfortunately not. Just have to say, you just got to hold your transfers for so long at the moment. I really wish we had double game week news. It's not going to come now, so I've got to start planning. Alternatively, but I really wish we had that double game week news. I could bring in the players that I want for 26, I may have to change up and wildcard 25 now. Should you play Dean even though he has a yellow flag? Yeah, I think he's back in training. There are pictures of him in training. It's it's private, so you need the code T1XM16, but if you've got that code, you can get in. Antonio it's touch and go. Dean, he's been pictured in training, and Diaz is back in training. Start Antonio or Harvey Barnes. I'd probably start Antonio. Harvey Barnes first sub, if you can. Who for the double game week? 20 DCL or Watkins? Watkins, because DCL's not going to play that Fulham game, and that's the real reason you want DCL. So I'd bench DCL over Watkins. Start Antonio or Watkins? Probably Watkins. Richarlison or James Rodriguez? If I had to pick one, probably Richarlison. Start Antonio or DCL? Antonio. Start Antonio over DCL? Yes. Start Antonio or Son? Son. Start Kufal or Watkins? Watkins. Start Kufal or Soucek? That's probably Soufal, just pretty close. Bench boost with Meslier, Kufal, Son, Watkins with Antonio in the starting 11. No, I probably wouldn't do that. No, I'd probably look at it next week. I imagine your bench boost looks really strong next game week, but this game week I wouldn't. Is DCL playing? Not this week. He'll play the Man City game, so he'll play one of the 2 double game week fixtures. Sell DCL for Cavani or just start Saka instead? Sell DCL for Cavani or just start Dallas or just start Saka instead? I'd just start Saka. Would I recommend selling Salah to fund Kane? It depends who you're getting and who you're selling. But yeah, I hate selling Salah. I hate advising it. But if you're going to get Kane in for the double, I probably would do that. You should get Dallas. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of players that I could potentially have. Wan-Bissaka or Ben Mee. Long term, Wan-Bissaka. For this game week, Ben Mee. Plan on wild carding next week, so was going to kind of get rid of bench boost. Bad call. I don't know. I can't remember what that was referring to, Jack. Let me know. Considering captain Cancelo again, it's so tempting. Yeah. I mean, you imagine they get a clean sheet in one of the 2 games, don't you? But I just prefer Gundogan. That attacking threat a little bit more. Yeah, guys, we're on 98 likes. Come on, just 2 more. Who would I recommend selling Salah for to fund Kane? You're thinking Rafinha. Yeah, I like Rafinha a lot. Got a good double game week next week, so yeah. Any plans to get Leeds or Southampton apart from Bamford next game week? It depends. I don't know. It depends if I wildcard or not. If I don't wildcard, then I'm going with just Bamford next week. What's my plan to get Kane in? I've got a lot of money in the bank. Robertson will be downgraded. So let me just show you. At the moment, Brewster, of course, up to Kane. I've got to think about my bench boost. But Robertson out. And Barnes out will be the way I free up funds. So someone like Lookman will come into that midfield. Someone like Dean comes into the defence. Leaves me 0.9 in here. Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm doing. I just worry about getting that bench boost. If Mitchell doesn't, because at the moment this is 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5 transfers when I have 2. This would be a -4, right? If I start, if Mitchell then doesn't play, and I can't have Mitchell as part of my bench boost in Game Week 26 when he has Fulham at home, if he's not starting, then that's a -8. Then I'm getting into the territory where I would be better off wildcarding to get to it and boosting my score up in 25. Oh, don't do that to me again. Can I check tonight's price changes? Yeah, in a minute. Actually, let me pull it up now. Let me just. Fix. There we go. Fantasy football fix. Yeah, just while I'm doing this, subscribe if you are new. There we go. Price change predictor. I do still have my free hit, yes. So in terms of price rises tonight, Shaw, Dallas, Cresswell, Pope, Ben Mee, Cavani, Richarlison, and then drops. We've got Justin, Antonio, Wilson, Benteke, McCarthy. Oh no, that's the wrong McCarthy. Anyone owned highly here? Not particularly. No one of real note apart from those on the other page are dropping. That's worth noting. Start Pope or Martinez. If you've got Pope, you start him absolutely over Martinez this week. Definitely. Cancelo in, Justin out. Yeah. Really like the look of Wildcard 25. Max out all 3 doubles. And can set up decently for 29 with no free hit. Yeah. I can definitely see how it's going to work. I haven't put... If the thing is though, if I wanted to wildcard next week, Watkins or Kufal, I'd probably start Watkins. If I wanted to wildcard next week, I've got 2 free transfers. I just don't know what I'd do with them. I'd probably sell Barnes for someone, and I'd probably sell Kufal for someone, and I'd probably sell Barnes and Robbo, and then I'd be benching Sufal, and I'd replace these 2 over here. Don't know if it's worth it. I'd bring in Ben Mee probably, and I'd bring in Lookman maybe. Captain Gundo, Pope or me. No, there's probably not any more games going into 25. I think you misheard. Captain Gundo, Pope or me. Gundo for me. Should I bench boost Mendy, Watkins, Soucek? What time is it? Oh, it's almost time to finish the stream. Barnes or Saka for Rafinha for long term for free. I'd sell Barnes for Rafinha. Yeah. Should you bench boost Mendy, Watkins, Soucek and DCL? I'd potentially wait and bench boost 26 with that, and then wildcard out of it. I'd prefer to do that. So which week will I take the hit? The thing is, without having 2 free transfers at the moment, it will probably be 26 that I have to take them, which I don't like either. But yeah, I've been live for 45 minutes, so I'm going to have to wrap it up in a minute. If you guys are new, just before you head out, make sure to hit that subscribe button. There will be a little on-stream notification for some of you, and hit that like button as well. Thank you, Rohit, for subscribing. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pope, Dallas, potentially. Rafinha, ABD, thank you as well for subscribing. Thank you very much. Diaz, Cancelo, Loughton, Chilwell, Justin. Who to place Justin with? Or you've got Chilwell in there, which is an ideal. Diaz, Cancelo, you've already got. Dallas, I like. Doubles next week. Good double. Yeah. Bench, Sufal, DCL, or Rafinha. I'd bench DCL. Hi. I have been subscribed for 2 years. Love the stream tonight. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it. It's been a manic one. I may do a deadline one tomorrow if you guys would be interested. I know a lot of people do deadline ones, so we'll have to wait and see. Simply FPL and myself may have some exciting things coming. We will have to try and test it out at some point. But yeah, Rafinha or Harrison. Rafinha, just I suppose corners and stuff. Bench, target Antonio or Son. Target Antonio or Son. Antonio. If you guys aren't subscribed to Simply FPL already, make sure you go and do so. He is close to 10k subscribers. Does streams, does videos as well. So make sure to go and subscribe to him. He'll probably be streaming this evening as well. So I'll probably be in the chat to chat to you guys as well. So make sure to go and subscribe to him. Should you captain Sterling or Gundogan or Fernandes? Sterling for me, Kane or Son. It depends. Long term, Son, cheaper, better value. Bench 2, Son, Kufal, Grealish, DCL, Antonio. DCL definitely, and probably Antonio is the other one. Is Pope or DCL worth a -4? Is Pope for DD David De Gea? No. Goalkeeper -4s are not worth it. Thoughts on Josh King? He'll probably only start one of the 2 game weeks, so no, I wouldn't go for it. But yeah, I'm going to have to wrap it up here, guys. If you do have more questions, I've always drop them in the comments down below. Message me over on Twitter. My DMs are always open for you guys, so go and message me over on there. But subscribe and like before you leave. I will see you all maybe tomorrow, if not next week, with all the content coming back and a proper hour and a bit stream like we normally do. Just a bit time pressure at the moment. I hope you've enjoyed it. Subscribe, like, and I will see you all next time. Good luck in Game Week 24. Yeah, good luck and see you all next time. Appreciate it.